Right, welcome ladies and gents. Yesterday we covered the alarming news that Dame Caroline Dinenage, the MP, the chair of the Culture, Media and Sports Committee in Parliament, had written to Rumble and questioned whether they were monetising Russell Brand's content or were indeed going to be deplatforming him. They also had written to TikTok as well. Very, very similar question. In fact, these are essentially copy and paste emails, but just specific to certain individuals. There is more. There's more. They've written to so many people, and the content of these emails or letters are very alarming. Very alarming, ladies and gents. We're going to dive into that today. Hit subscribe if you're new here. And I just want to outline a few things here. It doesn't actually matter even if Russell Brand is guilty, right? And hold on, I know loads of people will jump at that. That doesn't matter because as a British citizen, you have the right to work. Now, when the content that is being put out there, that is his work at this point in time, doesn't pertain to any of the allegations, no one has any right to remove that monetary source. No one has any right to presuppose guilt, an attempt to remove that income source. And again, remember, even if he was guilty, it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. Prisoners earn money. Did you know that? Prisoners can earn money. It's the same kind of principle. You shouldn't be looking to remove anyone's source of income like this. It's very draconian. It's very strange. Now, I don't think he is. In fairness, I think that the veracity of what's happening here is pretty crazy. And I think also it's quite comical because in some of these comments, and we'll get to what she says, but I just want to say just briefly is that she says here, it undermines any perception of due impartiality. Yeah, so do these letters. And also, ladies and gents, it removes the impartiality, or at least the perception of impartiality from the British government in the eyes of everyone else. You are damaging this case. Dame Caroline Dinenage, whatever your bloody name is, you are damaging this case if this gets put forward, because in the eyes of everyone, you're a meddling draconian plebe, and everyone's going to look at this and go, why are you getting involved? Yeah, no, we do not believe you at all. So actually, you're doing more harm than any of these companies just going about their normal business. But anyway, let's check this out, because they also started contacting TV stations, news stations. So this was to GB News. Dear Angelos, as you'll be aware, the Culture, Media and Sports Select Committee has been looking at issues of behaviour in the media following a number of accusations against individuals and concernings about institutional culture. In July this year, we wrote to the editor of The Sun regarding serious accusations made against Dan Wootton. They're on it about everything. The newspaper responded by setting out its ongoing investigation into this alleged behaviour. The following month, DMG Media, as the publisher of Mail Online, announced Mr. Wootton has been suspended as a columnist while its own investigations. And then they're like, we're aware Mr. Wootton continues to broadcast on GB News. So they're trying to get Mr. Wootton deplatformed. I don't know the ins and outs of his case. I'm not going to get involved in it. But then they start talking about, oh, Russell Brand. What? We're also aware that during the weekend of the 16th to 17th September, GB News presenters opted to use their social media platforms to defend Russell Brand against accusations. So, what's that got to do with you? I don't see any of these people clamping down on bloody Gary Lineker. While GB News is not responsible for this content, there you go. Stop there. Stop there, ladies and gents. Shouldn't go any further, should it? It is concerning that Beverly Turner, who described Mr. Brand as a hero, basically defended Russell Brand on Twitter, called him a hero, and then invited him to appear on her show, subsequently fronted GB News' coverage of the allegations regarding Mr. Brand on the morning of 18th September. Now that's actually pretty notorious. It was trending over on Twitter at the time. Why? Because that's probably as impartial as you're going to get. She was for and her co-host was against. There you go, two sides. Two sides discussing it out. One for, one against. But this Dame Caroline is like, no, You can't have that, because during that broadcast, Miss Turner announced that if he'd offered to come on this morning, we'd have had him, let's be honest. While Miss Turner was challenged on her comments at length by her co-presenter, Andrew Pearce, we remain concerned that having a presenter so clearly supporting an individual who is the subject of intense media coverage, including seeking their appearance on the show, undermines any perception of due impartiality in the broadcasting. But you've just outlined that her co-presenter was massively challenging. We would be grateful if you could set out your discussions with GB News presenters on their responsibilities on due impartiality and professionalism when seeking to front coverage of news events and any actions you intend to take in response to these issues. Probably a big old fuck you, to be honest, I would imagine, because that is absolutely impartial. It's genuinely... There's more, by the way. They wrote to X, didn't they? Twitter. I'm writing concerning the serious allegations regarding Russell Brand in the context of having 11.3 million followers on Twitter. Why? What's the relevance to you? The Culture, Media and Sports Committee is raising questions with the broadcasters and production companies who previously employed Mr. Brand to examine both the culture and the industry. However, we're also looking at his use of social media, including on X, where he shared his preemptive response. You are literally not allowed to defend yourself, is what she's saying. She presupposes guilt, and then she says you're not allowed to defend yourself. So anyway, the accusation made against him by the Sunday Times and Channel 4 dispatches. While we recognise that X is not the creator of the content published by Mr. Brand, we're concerned that he may be able to profit from his content on the platform. Oh, heaven forbid someone earn money. We'd be grateful if you could confirm whether Mr. Brand monetises his content, and if so, we would like to know whether X intends to join YouTube in suspending Mr. Brand's ability to earn money on the platform. I could bet you anything that YouTube demonetised his content after receiving one of these letters. Given Elon Musk's response to Mr. Brand's tweet regarding the allegations, where he wrote, "Of course, they don't like competition, we're also keen to understand whether Mr. Musk has personally intervened in any decisions on Mr. Brand's status on the platform." I really sincerely hope Elon tells you to get wrecked. We would also like to know what X is doing to ensure that creators are not able to use this platform to undermine the welfare of victims of inappropriate and potentially illegal behaviour. There's more! Facebook. Again, 5.9 million followers. They don't like the fact he's got a following. Oh, he might be able to profit off of it. We'd be grateful if you could confirm whether Mr. Brand monetises his content. Now, this is also... God, I keep spazzing out there. This is also in respect to the online harms bill that came into effect in the UK, which is a draconian, absolute pile of garbage. We're literally watching this play out right now. This is the effect of that law that's come into play. It's basically policing the online space in the UK. It's absurd. And thanks to Undoomed for posting these up on Twitter. Give them a follow and tell them I sent you. But yeah, it's crazy. So good on Rumble for telling them to get wrecked. It's staggering to me, especially this one, the GB News one, mainly because, like, it's as unbiased as you can get. And what's wrong with someone? I don't understand. I understand there's impartiality rules and stuff like that, but you very clearly have two sides talking about it, one for, one against. I don't understand. So they didn't challenge someone was so against him, did they? They didn't sit there and say, well, you know, also you need to check Andrew Pearce's comments because he was very, very against him. No, that's fine. That's not impartial either, is it, ladies and gentlemen? My God. Absolutely insane to me. So there you go, breaking news. There's more. It's actually trending right now. Let's see what's trending on it. Not much. It doesn't seem to be anything new here. I like this, yeah. It's been asked, how do you know Russell Brand is not guilty? I don't, and that's the point. Yeah, exactly. Let it go to court. I would have loved to have seen this kind of energy when it came to, I don't know, any manner of things. Prince Andrew being a pedo, I don't know, the Epstein list, all manner of stuff. I would have liked to have seen this energy, but no. What we got is this to do with some accusations and nothing been found guilty. Absurd, lunacy of the highest order.